Jim, let me ask you about another sensitive question involving you, and I apologize.
Sensitive?
Well, I apologize if this is something you don't want to talk about. I'm going to risk it and ask you here, because a lot of people have been sending this in.
Okay.
Apparently, there's a guy on eBay selling photos that he claims he took, and I'm not saying he didn't, but I don't know who this is. It's you kissing another man's rear end, apparently, or about to. And it's 80s pro wrestling photos, Jim Cornette kiss, 8x10, buy any 4, get the 5th free.
There you go.
What's the story behind this photo?
What's the gig here, Slick? Oh, that photo was taken, and I've talked about him on the program here a few months ago. He has agreed to lend his photography to a project that we're going to be talking about in the coming months. That will be available at jimcornette.com. But nevertheless, Lynn McAllister, who was the photographer in Atlanta for not a Pro Wrestling Illustrated, and a lot of Bill Apter's magazines, and also took shots for the programs and things that Crockett put together. And by the way, it is, if you go to eBay, search 80s pro wrestling photos, and they are legitimately ones he took. He's got the original negatives and everything. But one of them, and I've had this picture actually on my office wall since 1986. Yes, late 1986. And some people have seen it, but now everybody's going to go to Lynn's site on eBay to see this picture. But there is a naked man's ass right in front of me, and I have my head turned slightly, and I am puckering my lips and have like one of those whoop, 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 whoop looks on my face. Do you know whose ass that is, Brian?
I hate to say this, but I was trying to guess based on you being there. Was it Stan Lane?
Nope.
Was it Bobby Eaton?
No, come on now. The dark hair.
David Crockett.
No.
Johnny Weaver. Was it Johnny Weaver?
No, he was going a little gray at that point. No, Weaver, actually, he had a lot of hair on his chest, but not many on his ass. But the coarse black hair may have given you some hint. That is the ass of ravishing Rick Rude.
Ha!
Because what Lynn would do is when he would come and take pictures, he would set like his colored backdrop up, and he would set his lighting trees and everything up at the TBS studios back in one of the, I've said we dressed the wrestlers' dressing area at TBS at the Techwood studios. Techwood Drive was like the back storage area. You came in the back door and there was kind of storage shelves and a bunch of junk sitting around, old anvil cases and various TV station things. And then you'd walk in and there was another kind of a storage area. And then you went into the offices and to a break room and everything. Well, he'd set up in one of those bigger storage areas where the guys are all getting dressed within the general periphery of where he's shooting all these pictures for the cover of Pro Wrestling Illustrated. So one day he's doing some studio stuff with me, and I'm sitting in a chair and he's doing close-ups for remember when they'd have one of the interviews in Bill's magazines and you'd have a close-up of the guy in 4 or 5 different facial expressions, like he's talking, he's happy, he's sad, he's making a point, whatever, and they'd put those down the interview. So Lynn's in real close to my face, and he's getting these close-ups while I'm sitting in a chair, and Rude's over there putting his shit on, and all of a sudden, while I'm looking at Lynn getting ready for the next shot, Rude pulls his pants down and comes up beside me and sticks his ass in my face. And right as I turn around, I see the ass, and I go, woo, and he takes the picture. And he gave me one, it actually gave me one framed, which I've had on my office wall for years and years and years. But now they're available on eBay from the original source. Jim Cornette almost in the process of kissing Rick Rude's ass. Well, see, you asked for the fucking story. And
I asked for the story.
You don't react.
Unfortunately, you decided to talk a little bit more than I think people were going to be comfortable with about the hair around his ass and trying to identify if it's Johnny Weaver. I don't know why you wanted to talk about Johnny Weaver's hair.
No, you mentioned Johnny Weaver.
That's not the way I remember it.
You mentioned Stan Lane, and everybody knows Stan is a natural blonde, so the hair on his ass is not black anyway. And Bobby was the closest thing to a Mexican hairless in the wrestling business. He didn't have to shave anything.
But again, you went down the road of Johnny Weaver, and I would have to think that whether it's Rick Rude or Johnny Weaver or whoever's out there shaking their stuff and trying to win over the hearts and minds of women everywhere, they would say, this transition is terrible. I need to take a razor and do something with it.
I know what I'd like to take a razor and do something with you. It would involve possibly several major arteries of your body. Folks, if you have a picture on your wall of a member of your family or a close social circle kissing a naked, hairy man's ass, you need to get that hair off that ass. That's what you need to do, because there's some transition in there somewhere, but we've lost it to time now. However...
Is that where they got the idea for the Kiss My Ass Club?
You know, it could have been. It could have been that Vince saw that picture and said, this is something to think about.
What's this on the wall, pal?
But you know, there's other things to think about these days, like Father's Day. It's just right around the corner, and I want to make sure that all the father figures out there are looking like true daddy material this coming Father's Day, because you know that where you got fathers, you got mothers. And mothers do not want to muck around in any old man hair, whether it be from your head to your toe or any of the crucial places in between. And that it means to have a happy Father's Day, you got to have happy mothers. And there's going to be a lot of happy mothers out there if you get your father or brother or male member of your immediate circle the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0. You can join the over 4 million men worldwide who have trusted Manscaped with this exclusive offer of this performance pack. 4 million men are walking around with balls slicker than cum on a gold tooth, folks. And right now, the Performance Package 4.0, here just in time for Father's Day. You know what they got: the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, the Crop Preserver ball deodorant, the Crop Reviver toner, the Performance Boxer briefs, and a travel bag that holds all of his goodies. I got to be honest with you, if your father or male member of your circle doesn't already have a bag holding his goodies, he's got bigger problems than anything you can mail order him. But nevertheless, if you want to get him a secondary bag to hold some of those goodies, well, this would be the one. And the official MVP of Father's Day, folks, the Lawnmower 4.0, the fourth generation trimmer with the cutting edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents. It's even got a 400K LED spotlight for the more precise trimming. You know, you got to get these things backlit, Brian. Backlighting is the key, and then boom, down it. Did you watch the monolith monsters on Svengoolie last week? It's sort of like those monolithic rocks falling timber. You just backlight them. They look like oak trees, and then down they go. But wait, there's more.
We're talking about Manscaped here.
Yes, we are. Yeah, all those oak trees that you're growing down there in the nether regions. You got to shave those things off. And the new Boxers 2.0. They've even 2.0'd the underwear, folks. And with summer just around the corner, the Boxers 2.0 will save you from uncomfortable heat. They are packed with revolutionary... You know, last time I had my undershorts packed, it was not comfortable. But this is going to be a different story, because they're packed with revolutionary features, including the Jewel Pouch, trademark, designed to cradle your boys in your own special sauce. I mean, space. That's what it, designed to cradle your boys in their own special space. I thought it was special sauce. No, the Manscaped products get rid of your special sauce and turn it into a special space.
What? What are you saying?
Well, it says the Jewel Pouch is designed to cradle your boys in their own special space, but I thought it said special sauce.
And now you think the special sauce will turn into a special one?
Yes, you gotta eliminate the special sauce. That's what the Manscaped is for. And whether you're mowing the lawn, taking out the trash, or golfing in the sun, that sounds like a lot of work. They are moisture wicking boxers that breathe without breaking a sweat. So apparently when you wear these things, you'll breathe through your crotch. But anyway, folks, again, if you're a father, buy this for yourself. If you're a son, buy it for yourself and your father. If you're a woman, stay away from these men or buy these things for your men so that you can groom them. And if you're a dog daddy, you know, that's the thing. Stacy's been cutting my hair for 2.5 years with Harley's poopy butt trimmers. I'm really good everywhere but the top of the head. They ought to start. Maybe the Lawnmower 4.0 will work on haircuts for me, except I don't want to go too short. Nevertheless, right now, folks, whatever hair you want to get off of, whatever crack on your body, you just go to manscaped.com and use the code DRIVE, and you will get 20% off and free shipping. 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com with the code DRIVE. And just whack all the weeds down, make everything smell better, and make sure that your man for Father's Day is swimming in his own special sauce or space. Manscaped.
Special space, let's clarify that. Manscaped makes no comments about your special sauce, but Jim,
Well, do we have space for the sauce, or do we have sauce for our space?
We'll find out if this show itself, the drive-thru,
How much room you got?
How much room do I have? I'm good.
How big a boy are you?
I'm good.